Hey guys! So I'm getting ready to do a Facebook live party in a little bit for Scentsy, so don't mind this. But I wanted to hop on and share with you about Write the Word journals. So about 2 years ago, hold on, put my glasses down. I can't wear them because of the glare. Okay. So I have always been a really big advocate for following Bible studies with my church, participating with Bible studies in my church. But the problem was that I could only do them during certain seasons of life. So I did a lot of them before I had Aubrey, and then it slowed down. But because we had one kid and John, my schedule allowed, I would still participate. And then we had Luke, and then it got a little more challenging. And at the time, John was doing softball, and we couldn't both figure out how to attend for our Bible study classes. So we did a class together and kind of like did that and enjoyed it. But once we had Ryan, it kind of like, he was at full-time at his MBA program. I was working full-time. He was spending nights doing homework, and for a while, most of our Bible study classes were while he was at school. So I couldn't just be like, here's my 3 children, come watch them for me. So one night, while breastfeeding Ryan in the middle of the night, I had seen a message or a video or something from Lara Casey. And side note, I've been following her since 2010, I think, maybe 9. Always a huge fan of her work. And so I was really intrigued with these things. And I kind of was like, yeah, I don't know about that. And if you might remember, Ryan was born right before Thanksgiving. And so it was I think her Black Friday sale, but it wasn't on Black Friday. I think it was like that weekend that she had announced like a sale of these Write the Word journals, and like everything on her site was 20% off. I don't know. So I decided to buy 3 of them. They had 3 volumes set at the time. So I purchased all 3, and when I went back to work, I decided that I need to make time to do my Bible journaling. So I decided that I was going to wake up early, and I've written blog posts about this before. I made the commitment to wake up early and get ready for work, and then before the kids woke up, I would spend 15 to 20 minutes working on my Write the Word journal. So the reason why I appreciated them was I'm kind of like a squirrel when it comes to stuff, and I still feel really new to like learning about Bible studies and in my faith. And so I couldn't really like figure out what was the best way for me to actually go ahead and invest my time into the journal. And I found out when I was doing stuff kind of on my own, I would waste like 20 minutes doing nothing and get really frustrated because I didn't have anything to do. I mean, not that I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have anything to show for it after that time frame. So the Write the Word journals are the exact opposite. It helps you to stay focused. It does not take very much time, and you're able to copy the word, and then you're reflecting. So whether it's on the verse that you were working on, it could just be something that's on your heart. It doesn't really matter. There's no rules for that. It's just basically what you want to write about. So I will share with you. This is the one that I'm currently working on, and I know this is backwards, sorry. Her new sets that launched last year all had themes. Before, they were not themed, they were just volume 1, 2, and 3, and they would just go through different verses. I don't even know if there was really an overall theme to them. They just kind of would have you weave in and out of the Bible. So these ones are now in, I'm so not prepared. Hold on. I can't see anything because, I moved them all. I think they're all in my closet. Yeah, okay, so I won't be able to reach them all, but basically these have themes now. So this one is Cultivate Faith. There's a joy one. There's a happiness one or something. I can't remember now, but they're just different colors, and each color represents the theme. So this one with Cultivate Faith is Grow Roots in the Word. So it basically starts in Genesis, and it doesn't go through everything, but it covers the main highlights of what we all know about Genesis. So I am currently, I am on page 28, and there's 2 pages per thing, so I've done 14 verses, or 14 sections. The paper is very nice. It's thick. It has gold leaf, so you can see it. Gold on all of the pages. It has, so how it works is it says, today is, and then it has, you're spotting out so what's weird about me is I don't really know what's supposed to go there. There's no wrong way. So some days I'll write today is Tuesday, August 22nd. Sometimes I write today is August 22nd. It's just little quirks of mine, and I had a really hard time in the beginning because I wanted it to be so perfect. And like I only used one black pen, and then one day I lost my black pen. I don't know where it went. It walked off. And then I was like, well, this is dumb. Like, why am I gonna sit there and spend 5 minutes trying to find a pen when I'm supposed to be sitting there doing this while it was quiet? So yeah, so don't get hung up on that stuff. Just do it. That's the important part. Okay. So then the next thing it says is I'm grateful for, and this is just basically to help express gratitude every day. Sometimes it could be major things. Sometimes it can be mild. Sometimes, like, let's see. The other one day was like a good first day back at school for Aubrey. That was like the next day. I've had it be for Ryan's surgery this year. He had tubes put in his ear a little over a week ago. And then prepping Sunday for hopefully a successful week. So every day is just something to kind of put into tangible thoughts, like what you're grateful for. And then it has the breakdown of the verse. So this one is Psalm. So right now I'm just getting out of Genesis. Wait, am I in Genesis? Yeah. So I think today was my last day in Genesis, and then we're going into Exodus for a brief period. And we're actually doing that study actually in my church right now. So I've been learning about the whole thing, and the reason why is that our church is in a middle stage where our main building is not quite ready, but we thought we already were, so we got out of the last one. So hi Candace. So that's why it's really cool. But so then you write whatever the verse is here on this page, and then when you turn the page, it says, on my heart today, and again, gold. Love the gold details. And then you're able to write out whatever you want here. Sometimes mine is long. And actually, one morning, in true things, mine was blank because the kids got up and they were like crazy and I couldn't get it done. But that's not what's important. The important thing was that I actually spent the time to write out the scripture, and that was it. And then at the very bottom is my word for the day. So Lara Casey also does power sheets, which I use. They're right here. And every month she has you focus on a word or encouraging word. So it's really nice that she weaves all of that into her products, because it's a mindset. When you're focusing on your word of the year, or your word of the month, or your word of the day, all these little things, when you don't realize it as you progress through time, you're able to take a step back at the rest of the year and realize, like, yes, I really did focus. For mine, my word of the year is humility, and kind of like just when I wrote it, I'm like, that doesn't really make sense, because it's supposed to be like a noun, I think, your word, but some people use a verb. I don't know, but so mine is humility and just being humble. But writing "be humble" was, I felt like that's kind of the opposite of what humble means. It's not be like showy, but anyways. So these Write the Word journals, they are at, I'm going to put the link, it's an affiliate link. So with Lara Casey is also amazing. So I do affiliate links on my blog all the time. So Amazon, share a sale, all these things. What I really love about Lara, which is, it just is so true to her, her philosophy and her mission in life, is to build community. She started with a wedding blog, and she builds a community in there, and focusing not just on the wedding, but all the after stuff. And her magazine has evolved. She's done a small business workshop called Make It Happen, or Make Things Happen, something like that. And it's progressed as well to just build this community, so that way you always have someone to rely on. So what I appreciate is that she has taken that philosophy and have expanded it into her affiliate program. So when you apply to her affiliate program, like, it's actually a community. Like, she has a Facebook page, a Facebook group. It's monitored by her and her team, and they're interacting. They go live in there just to show their appreciation, because we're all helping each other. By us sharing the work that she's poured into these things, we're getting something out of it, because yes, we're getting money, but she's getting things out of it because it's getting in the hands of people. And so if you are a blogger or have like a group or something that you're able to like share with women stuff, and you're interested in this, send me a private message and I will share with you how you do it. It's still through Share a Sale, but it's just like an added extra layer that she's just doing to continue to build her community. And I think it's awesome. And so when she announced to us earlier, because they always give us like sneak peeks, she's like, hey guys, I just want to let you know the Write the Word journals are coming out again. They finally got restocked. And so they launch tomorrow. You can buy one or you can buy all 5 in a set. Now, I know that the price point is a little bit high considering like for all at one time. Now, when you think of joining a small group, or not a small group, I should say, a Bible study, at my church at least, we paid between $15 and $20 because it covered the licensing and the materials to go through the course. And it lasts about 8 weeks, typically, maybe 10. So with this investment, I believe each one of these is $25, but you can, this is based on before. They're each $25, but you can spend all of them, purchase all of them at once, and it was a discount. Hold on, telling me I have a storage full problem. And so it was saying that, you know, you could purchase all of them at once. When I was doing it, I was not sure how I was going to react or what I was going to do. And I was going back and forth because the shipping is kind of pricey. These are heavy. They're to the weight wise. Lost my train of thought. They're heavy to ship. So I was going to originally buy one, but then I decided, you know what, I'm going to commit to doing all of them. So I bought all 3 at first. And I will tell you that I just finished the 3rd, and I'm, like I told you, I'm only 14 days on this. I have surpassed 18 months of sticking with it, and it has been a lot of invested time, but I am grateful because I am going through stuff and random godlike timing. Some of the verses that I read corresponds to what I'm learning at church or what we're learning or teaching our kids in the kids ministry. And so you're investing and it's going to last you. I mean, I believe all of them are about the same length, and this one is 150. So you figure it's 75 verses that were handpicked and put together by Lara and her team. They all have a purpose, and whether like one of the books is not the right season for you, I'm sure by the time you get through one of them, it'll be ready for the next. So I really think that if you're trying to find a way to be purposeful with your time, if you are a busy mom like me, I got 3 kids, I cannot spend an hour and a half doing a Bible study. All you need is this. All you need is a Bible. You can use a Bible like this. I actually use my phone, but can't show it to you because it's doing the Facebook Live right now. And I have my pen. And all I do is I sit down at the table, I get my coffee, I write out my scripture, and then I reflect on it and write in my stuff. And I just feel so much better that I've been able to commit to doing this. And I have grace, because if I cannot do it every day, which I cannot, it's okay, because I know that it's still there for me as soon as I'm ready to pick it back up. But it lives on my kitchen table, because that way I don't have to worry about, like, where did I put it? I don't remember. Because my desk was not always this beautiful. It was a real big mess like a week ago. And so I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'm going to add the link. I'm going to do 2 links. One is the link to my post. Actually, I already wrote about it. Okay, so I'm going to still do it anyways. I'm going to add the link to the post that I did a year ago, maybe longer, about the Write the Word journals. And then I'm also going to put the direct link to her shop, and it is an affiliate link, so I do receive, I think it's 10% commission on whatever you purchase. But that way tomorrow, when everything launches, you'll be ready. And when you're working on them, if you feel like inclined or moved to, post it on Instagram, like something, and tag Cultivate What Matters. That is what the actual shop name is for Instagram. And their team, they're very great to work on their community. So they're always like cheering you on. There's a whole, like, if you click the hashtag Cultivate What Matters, you'll see that community, and like everyone is just like the sisterhood that's just like, it's so awesome. So anyways, I want to say thank you, Lara, and your team for giving this to us, because it's amazing. I love it, and I am so grateful that they're back out again. So you guys have a great night.